Alright guys, welcome back to another video, day number 13 guys, on my Thanksgiving Day menu. I'm about to wrap this thing up. Today I got me some nice good buttermilk biscuits. I don't know where you're from, but in the South, we definitely have some nice biscuits or some type of roll on the table for Thanksgiving. So we're going to jump into this video and I'm going to show you how I get these biscuits done. Alright guys, simple biscuit recipe right here. You don't need anything more than these three ingredients right here. I got me some whole buttermilk. Don't worry about that expiration date. This was in the freezer. And I got me some good old Land O'Lakes unsalted butter and some of that white lily self-rising flour. And I'm going to add a little sugar to mine. That's optional. I like just a little sugar added to mine. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing all measured out. Get this show on the road. Inside of my bowl right here, I got 4 cups of self-rising flour and about tablespoon and a half of sugar. And we're just going to give that a little mixy, bring all of that together. Now this bowl over here is for extra flour for dusting the table and flour in my cutter and stuff like that. So just disregard that. But we're going to go ahead and get our butter inside of here. That's 1 stick of butter. That's 2 sticks of butter. And that is 2.5 sticks of butter. So that's 4 cups self-rising flour, 2.5 sticks of unsalted butter. And I'm going to go ahead and just start getting this butter cut into this flour here. You guys know I like to cut mine up in nice little chunks and kind of leave it that way. I don't like for it to be too fine. Then cutting it up and leaving it in little chunks give you a nice, more tender, buttery biscuit. So I leave mine in nice little chunks just like this right here. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish slicing this thing up into my flour, and then I'll be back when it's time to cut this thing out. Alright guys, so I got my butter cut inside of my flour here now. You see I still have them in nice little chunks like I like. So now we're going to come in and add our buttermilk inside of here guys. This is going to be 1.5 cups of whole buttermilk. I'm going to add 1 cup in there first just to see what we're working with, but I know I'm going to need a little more than that 1 cup. We're going to go ahead and just give that a mix. Alright, right away you can see that's still pretty dry. So like I said, we're going to need more than that. I don't know why I didn't add more than that to begin with. I'm coming out, add a little bit more inside of here. Alright, yeah, it's coming together pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and just add the rest of that buttermilk, and that should put me right where I want to be with my consistency on this. I don't want this too wet guys. You do not want a really wet biscuit dough. So there's 1.5 cups of buttermilk, 4 cups of flour. That's going to be my measurement right there. This one is getting that mixed in. I don't want to overdo it or nothing, but it's going to mix that in pretty good. Alright, we're going to set that aside and we're going to come in and flour our surface. And make sure you got a nice clean surface guys. And Gina, if you're watching, I want to thank you for the tip about the product to use to get that stickiness that I had on my work surface. That thing worked absolutely wonderful. Got my work surface nice and clean. So we're going to go ahead now and put our biscuit dough down, and we're going to start working this thing a little bit, getting this thing ready to be cut out and go in the oven. Alright, so I'll get some of it down. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are killing me today. I mean, absolutely killing me. Alright. Now, add just a little bit more flour to my surface here. We're going to start folding this thing over so we can create some layers. Can't get it out. Start pressing this thing out and folding it over on itself. That's going to create those nice layers so that we can kind of just break this thing open and put some jelly in it or some honey or whatever you want to do with it. Alright, so once we flatten it out and turn it over on itself a few times, then we're going to just mash this bad boy out to the thickness that we want it to be so we can start cutting it out. Some people do maybe about 1 inch thick. I like for mine to be a little bit thicker. I like for mine to be nice and fluffy and have a nice rise to it. Alright, so I'm going to come in here with my cutter. I'm going to cut this out. See my cutter? I saved that cranberry can, guys, just for this video because I don't have biscuit cutters. I do it the old school way. Either can or glass. You see, I'm just pushing down on this, not twisting or anything, just pushing down on it, letting this can go straight through. That's going to make sure that my biscuits get a nice good rise on it. Just go straight down with it. You do not have to twist it. Alright. So I'll cut this and get one more out of here. Then we're going to start lining this inside our pan and get this thing in the oven. Got my new pan over here, guys. I want to try it in this. Normally I would bake it in my big cast iron skillet, but I'm going to try this new pan I got right here today and see how well this cooks it. So I'll just come in here and just get these all lined up. Alright, and I like to shake that excess flour. That's why you see me kind of fluffing it up a little bit. I'm just shaking that excess flour from off of the bottom of it. Alright, you see it got 7 out of the first cut, so I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting all of these out. And just like that, I'm back. I got all of it cut out, all of it in my pan. Now, I don't brush the top with anything, guys. I brush the top with some more butter once it comes out of the oven, but this is going to go in the oven just like this on 400 degrees, guys. And it's going to cook for 22 minutes. Alrighty, guys, biscuits are out of the oven, and I did let this thing go for 22 minutes on 400 degrees. These look absolutely wonderful. You know, you could let yours get a little bit more brown on the top if you like. I don't like mine to get too dark on the top, so that's why I just went on and pulled mine out at 22 minutes. If you want yours a little bit darker, let it go 25 or so, and you should be good to go. But I'm going to put some more butter on the top of this and let it cool just a little bit. Then I'm going to do a taste test for you guys. Some nice, good buttermilk biscuits that you can add to your dinner table on Thanksgiving Day. Alright guys, coming with a real quick taste test. I got my buttermilk biscuits. I had a little trouble getting them out the pan because they're still so hot. They just want to fall apart, but I got things to do, and I just want to do a little taste test for you guys, just to show you how they came out. Get nice and big and fluffy. Let's see if we can break that thing open for you like that. Look at that. Look at that, huh? See the steam still coming off of that. Nice, fluffy, airy. I'm not gonna put any more butter on that. I already put enough butter on that. Well, technically can't put enough butter, but I'll put a little bit of grape jelly on that for you guys. Look at that. Give that a try. That's so light and fluffy. Nice, buttery. Oh, that's so good. You gotta put this on your Thanksgiving Day table. Alright guys, recipe in the description of the video. Go out and make this for Thanksgiving. Alright guys, so that is it. Another day in the books for my Thanksgiving Day menu. Nice good buttermilk biscuits. It turned out absolutely delicious, just like always. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And please subscribe to the channel if you are new. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Pinterest. Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag. Take your burdens to the Lord and leave it there. Peace. I'm going to take my allergy medicine.